What's up? My name is Glue Boy. Welcome back to the channel where we go over all things 40k. Today, like last upload, I am 100% banking off of the release of Rogue Trader's Alpha Test, which I'm part of. I'm in that Imperial Guard KIA list. Look for me. And I'm super excited about this game. I love Owlcat games and stuff. So, yeah, we're going to talk about Rogue Traders and their whole shit. So, Rogue Traders are kind of like the D&D parties or like Mass Effect in 40k, as they kind of originated from a tabletop RPG published by Fantasy Flight. A game I hear is absolutely phenomenal. I want to get my hands on it one day and play it. But if you're going to be running like a tabletop RPG for 40k, you're kind of get like one of two framing devices. You either are part of a Inquisition's posse, you're traveling out with an Inquisitor who also gathers around a bunch of weirdos and travels the universe, or Rogue Traders who do literally the same thing. Rogue Traders are kind of these like lords and people in high positions who have like an entire fucking like battle fleet. Imagine your D&D party at home, but with a standing army of either, say, some guardsmen regiments, or sometimes in wild situations, fucking space marines. So Rogue Traders go out throughout the galaxy. They leave the borders of the Imperium to where the light of the Astronomicon is a bit more dim, and they charter unknown planets, discover the remnants of humanity during the Dark Age. They find like incredible loot. They meet up with Xenos that have inhabited these planets, either recognizable or completely horrifying ones. And yeah, they kind of just fuck around, get loot, colonize planets, and head right back to the Imperium. Talk about Rogue Traders more, we have to go into the Warrant of Trade. The Warrant of Trade is a document that is passed down to Rogue Traders, even given out, or for a lot of Rogue Traders, the position is hereditary. They have full-on like noble houses and dynasties that pass down this ancient, very powerful document, which for a lot of them that date back all the way during the Great Crusade are signed or blood sealed by the Emperor of Mankind himself, making these warrants of trades holy relics, where the ecclesiarchy kind of want to get their hands on them, because like, oh, that's got the Emperor's blood on it, give me here. So there's a lot of conflict between Rogue Traders and the ecclesiarchy. But what does it do anyways? The Warrant of Trade is a document that separates you from just some schmuck with a starship to a Rogue Trader. And it gives you an immense amount of power. As in, when you're outside of Imperium space, you have the same level of authority as a fucking planetary governor, a member of the Inquisition, or even like a chapter master for the Space Marines. A stupid amount of power. You have your entire retinue, your whole like standing army, and your giant void ship, and you have full dominion until you go back into the Imperium space, where you have to deal with Imperial bureaucracy again, and, you know, High Lords and all that shit. This gives Rogue Traders the permission to do things like harvest xenotech or talk to aliens, something that's normally horribly illegal. And this is something that gets Rogue Traders sometimes in some hot water with the Imperium, as in communicating with aliens, Rogue Traders start to learn these funky little ideas like rights, democracy, no racism, stuff like that. Because these guys have a piece of paper that says they legally don't have to be racist, and a lot of times not being racist makes you a lot of fucking cash. That's what they care about. They'll undergo like trade agreements with stuff like Eldar or Tau or any other random Xenos races, and a lot of people in the Imperium aren't big fans of this, especially the Inquisition a lot of times, but not much they can do about it unless they're, you know, doing that shit in the Imperium. Which sometimes even they will recruit like Eldar or Tau like into their service. And so like, I mean, in the game, there's literally an Eldar like in your party. Which another thing that does get the Rogue Traders in hot water is all this freedom kind of gets to your head. And once you go back into Imperium space, you're like this, I'm above the Imperial bureaucracy. Look at me, rich, giant starship, just all like up your own ass, which the Imperium can smack down hard. And a lot of times these warrants of trade are given out with strong caveats. The times when they're not like given out to a rogue trader with like agreements and like specific clauses they have to undergo. It's because they want this guy like to just go out in the stars and die. Rogue traders will often have to do things like undergo a quota of planets to take over. They'll have to like agree to like spend their military resources on wars the Imperium wages and the like. Because like I mentioned, a lot of rogue traders have big armies, lots of tech, sometimes space marines or guard regiments where if a big battle's going on, they'll come in, give their resources, and they're sometimes better trained soldiers than the random Imperium, as this rogue trader has more resources to specially train his guardsmen than the Imperium itself. So, you know, the difference of better treated and better equipped soldiers versus the random rank and file of the Imperial Guard. And rogue traders come in all shapes and sizes, but they're always dripped out of their fucking minds. The art for rogue trader stuff is phenomenal. I love the goofy, dumb, like, wear they have. Because rogue traders, there's a lot of different types of them. Are you like the dashing smuggler, the Han Solo-esque type? Are you an absolute psychopath who just wants to raise everything in front of you and steal all of the debris? Are you an evangelical preacher who comes to spread the word of the God Emperor? Are you there just for the money? Which, in the game Rogue Trader, that's what I'm doing. That's my shit when I play these games. But yeah, that's Rogue Traders. There's not a lot going to it. They're a pretty solid like story device to get you out and about, role-playing out in the 41st millennium. So, if you are interested in this, I'm going to be covering stuff that's going to be appearing in the Rogue Trader game for the next week and this week, so stay tuned. Also, check out the Rogue Trader game. I'm actively playing it right now. So, yeah. But yeah, like, subscribe, leave comments, do all the YouTube stuff. See ya.